Hello, Asher Academy. All right, so go ahead and grab your math books. You'll also need a ruler and a calculator. Okay, and then open up to worksheet 63. I do want you to go ahead and do the warm-up problems there at the top. So pause this video, do the warm-up problems, check your answers, and then play the video and we will go ahead and talk some more about volume. So the whole point of today is to just continue to practice our volume here, okay? So they've given you several different figures on your paper, and they would like you to measure them and figure out their volume, okay? And they've broken it down into two things here, base and height. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is find the area of the base. So let's start with the cube. So to find the area of the base, we'll need to measure that square there on the bottom of this cube. And to find the area of a square, we multiply the base times, or the width times the length, which in the case of a cube or a square, they should be the same. And I believe if you do your measuring, you should come up with 5 for the cube. So the area of the base would be 5 times 5, which would be 25. So that's what you'll record here for the base of the cube. The height of the cube is also 5, so we're going to put 5 here. So then volume is the area of the base times the height, right? Because we find out how much area, how much space is being filled on the bottom, and then we just stack it all up with the height. So do 25 times 5, and you may use your calculators if you would like, or you can do that in your head, and I believe you come up with 125 centimeters cubed. Make sure that you have the correct units on this as well. Okay? So that's what you're recording here on this chart here, okay? So next you'll go to the square prism, measure that bottom square, the base of the square, or the prism, and find the area of the base, find the height, multiply the two together, and you'll get your volume, okay? So you'll see that's pretty much the theme of this first problem here, is just getting you used to finding the area of the base, multiplying it by the height, and getting your volume. Okay, you'll notice that as you get to these ones, the hexagonal prism, octagonal prism, small cylinder, and large cylinder, they've given you the area of the base already. The reason for that is because we don't really have a good way of finding the area of a hexagon, octagon, and circle yet, and so they gave those to you already. So you'll just have to find the heights in order to calculate those volumes. Okay, so pause this video, do that problem, and then start it back up again for number 2. All right, so problem number 2. So now they are asking you to find the volume of these steps here, okay? So they've given you 2 measurements, okay? So you don't have to measure this one with your ruler. So they've told you that this side is 37.8 centimeters and this one is 54.6. Okay, you can safely assume that this is a square up here, and so if this side of it is 37.8, this one is also 37.8. So it is up to you how you would like to do this. There are a couple different methods that you could do. Get creative, okay? So just to kind of hint you in the right direction here, okay, you can assume that this step right here, that 2 of these make this one, and 3 of these make this one. Okay? Or another way to think of that is that if you were to put this step on top of this one, you would get 2 that are the same height. Okay, so try out problem number 2 and we'll check your answer when you're done. Okay, and that's all for today. So remember, volume is the area of the base times the height, and that's our big idea. Once you are done with these 2 problems, please play some math games. Make sure you're concentrating on multiplication and division. Those are the skills that we're wanting you to get good at now. Have a fabulous day.